I can't. I don't think you can get that.
No, I can't.
I feel like
screeching.
a little.
I'm gonna rip open my throat again.
Fuck.
You know how it is. And welcome back to Broke Till Friday post surgery. I probably sound a little nasally because of that, but
post penis creation.
Honestly, dude, inversion. I am a woman now, everyone, and this is not offensive at all because that's how I identify.
Oh fuck!
It says it on my license. And if I get sent to jail, I get sent to a woman's jail. So you know,
it's a win-win.
They should.
I'll see you there, Ellen. Okay. So, anyways, so we all saw WandaVision, right? The finale.
No,
not the
I haven't
new
seen
one.
it.
Wait, you haven't seen it?
The season finale.
No, we haven't.
I stayed up till 3 in the morning, and the fucking Disney Plus wouldn't load.
I just pirated it. I mean,
I went on the pirate site. They're not there.
It's on. My friend said it was on the Pirate Bay, but you have to search WandaVision season 1, episode 09 specifically.
I did.
Because he said he Googled it like 20 minutes after the episode ended and he was able to find it. So, you know. You should tell your friend to do that too, Edward, you know?
Yeah, I am telling my friend right this second, and he says that it's not on Pirate Bay.
Is it not? I think my friend might have been a little informed, but let me see.
Look, I'm going to share you my friend's screen.
It's episode 9, right? Yeah, I'm gonna send you a link real quick. Sorry,
I'll pass that over to my friend. I'm sharing my friend's screen right now.
No, you put E09. Put S01 E09.
S01 E09.
No, put them together. Put them together.
Oh, put them together.
Is that the piratebay.org? Try.org.
It's one of their mirror sites.
Nah, try.org. Tell your friend to try.org.
All right. Hey, try.org.
Damn, he's fast at this, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. What kind of... My friend's a heathen. He puts spaces in between the fucking heathen.
Yeah, it's the first one. Tell your friend it's the first one. There it is.
Okay.
Edward just crashed.
That's weird. Oh, well.
Look. I can't connect to piratebay.org. That's why my friend uses. My friend can't connect to piratebay.org. That's why he uses the mirror site.
I was gonna say,
which is the same. It's the same site. It's just that it's using a different URL, but it redirects you to the same site. It's like a different connection.
Then you just tell him that he'll try after the podcast is done.
Okay.
So that not so subtle. Anyways. Go back to you probably should stop sharing now and then.
Oh, right. I was about to bring up the notes that I had.
I was going to say, Edward starts bringing up his sites. Oh,
yeah, I'm about to bring up Pornhub, Multiporn, Hentai.org.
And that's just off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's just the ones I remember.
Oh, no. Okay. Am I recording? I am recording. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Was I not recording?
Wait a minute.
Streaming. I am streaming. I am not streaming. Okay.
Topics for the podcast. All right.
I've downloaded Warzone. We should start streaming soon. Maybe like next week.
I don't know about that.
This episode sponsored by
Not sponsored by Raid Shadow.
Not sponsored by Raid Shadow.
I wish, man. They'd be like, well, you guys get 12 viewers at a time. You guys are
We'll pay you $3.
I'm like, that's $3 more than I had earlier today.
You know, that's $3 to my video game fund. You know, I'm $1,300 in debt, and I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, dude, the insurance is a fucking scam. I had to pay so much. Still, it was a scam. Honestly,
put it in your taxes. Oh, you only could put it in next year though.
Yeah,
I could put it in my taxes.
Dude, it's so fucking expensive. Like,
isn't it?
It was bad.
I hate insurance. You know what I hate paying for? Life insurance. I have life insurance.
Why?
I think that if I die or something happens to me, if I have something or like if I die or something happens to me, like I wind up in the hospital, they give my parents, I think $750,000.
What? Jesus.
They give them like $750,000.
My parents won't insure me for a quarter pounder, man. What the hell?
and it's like $50 a month.
That's a lot of money, but
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money. Wait,
Like I fucking hate paying for it.
honestly, was Superb Owl on Friday the Super Bowl one? That one was done, right?
Yeah, Superb Owl. That
Okay.
was the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. That was the one where like we shank out my esophagus.
There's gonna be a little YouTube clip in this a few seconds. We might have to edit it out because it literally just said it was a little YouTube clip that I clicked and the sound is on.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
No, well, you guys get here, but I'm recording on my side. I will just edit it out.
I'll edit it out. It's
Okay.
fine. This is why I'm the editor. I'm the
Exactly.
editor.
Okay. Beep. Anyways,
I make fun of myself.
so
If I
anyways.
can hurt myself, you can't hurt me.
Exactly. And that's what we all learned in preschool, kids. And that's why
Exactly.
Bobby Shmurda deserves to be in jail. Is he free? I think he is, right?
Who?
Bobby Shmurda. Don't you remember that? The meme of like free Bobby Shmurda. He
No.
rose to international fame in 2014 and he was imprisoned since 2016. Holy shit, for 7 years.
Who's that?
So he was in prison since 2016. Oh, he got out on like good behavior. But
Who's that?
Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah, who's that? Bobby Shmurda.
I don't know.
Dead.
First day out of prison. Jesus, 5 million followers. What are you doing, Bobby Shmurda?
American rapper, songwriter. Peak goodness. I'm not saying the name of that song. Peak
I
that
know.
number
I saw it.
six.
Search his 2014 song "Hot." Peaked at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. So,
Yeah.
Hector, are you seeing this?
No.
Shmurda,
Yeah,
she
sure.
wrote. Dumb. All right. Well,
We should start making music.
I'm not gonna make music. It's too easy.
1 hour ago, Bobby Shmurda has 5 years parole, but what does that mean? I
can't
don't
do anything
know.
illegal.
I don't know who this person is.
I don't know. He's some rapper. It's in the rapping community. It's fine.
I don't listen. I listen to like Eminem and Tupac, and Tyler, and like a couple of others. That's about it.
Personally, I prefer Skittles, but that's just me.
No, Snickers is the best one.
Dude, legit, Snickers is the best. Oh my god.
Actually, that was a joke. Honestly, like
we have right
speaking
here
real
King-
talk. Speaking the real talk.
Snickers.
Almond Joy.
You
No.
go kill yourself.
Coconut.
You should go
Coconut
cash in your
almond
life
joy.
insurance right now. Instead of telling someone to kill themselves, go cash in your life insurance.
Coconut Almond Joy.
That's disgusting.
Best
No.
chocolate bar in the world.
It's not even a
Awful.
chocolate bar. It's literally death. Is what the scrap
It's
you
death
find
incarnated.
in the bathroom.
Okay, no, hold on. I retract that statement. The best one is when you turn a Death Wish coffee into a chocolate bar.
A Death Wish coffee?
Yes. Have you not had a Death Wish coffee?
I
have
don't
had a
drink
Death Wish-
coffee, Edward.
It's basically drinking cocaine.
Oh Jesus.
I was gonna say if I want to drink cocaine, I'm just gonna do cocaine. Like cut out
It's
the
not literally
middleman.
cocaine. Let's get this straight. Let's get this straight. It's not literally cocaine. I am not writing down my crimes.
It's like remember this is a it's a
like.
what do they call it? Simile? No.
Yes.
Dude, my coworkers
Metamorphosis.
like,
Wait, no, that's not metamorphosis. The fuck is a
my
metamorphosis?
coworkers like nonchalant, like they're like casually talk about cocaine. Oh, when I was younger, I used to do it all the time, and I was like,
Excuse me?
excuse me. Yeah,
Check
he's
yourself.
Like, yeah, it's okay. It got me through the day. I'm like, what the? Dude,
Jesus. Oh, okay. I googled it. It's a simile because you're saying like or as. So it's like example, as brave as a lion, crazy like a fox, as good as cocaine. You know?
Let's be honest though, nothing's as good as cocaine.
My friend would probably
Okay.
agree with you, but
Yeah.
you know, not me.
Not me. See, we're all like saying our friend. They
Exactly.
our
we
friend-
all have friends. We're not talking about ourselves. We never talk about
Exactly.
ourselves. This is a
Cocaine, not
podcast
even
about our
once.
friends. Not even once. All the stories that happen here, it's about our friends, not us. Not us.
Exactly.
Fine.
Unless we
Fine.
say like, fucking Walter. Man, what is up
Yeah,
with Walter?
exactly.
He's out and shipped to sea.
Walter got dicked with a potato knife.
Walter's
That's all. I
been
know.
playing that long ass Warzone game. Dude.
He LARPing Warzone.
LARPing Warzone. Walter, I think your Warzone game's over. Get back. I'm gonna crash the internet if you don't come back.
Dude,
Genius crashes the internet, ends the Iraq War.
I thought the army lets people have their phones, or that's like
I
after
think
boot
they
camp.
do. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's after boot camp. That's why.
My friend's boyfriend is like went into like the Marines. And like I don't think I if I remember correctly, she said that that they weren't allowed phones.
Dude, cell phone use in Army basic training. What to know? Voice calls only. No text, video, or photo exchanges. You cannot keep
Yeah, because you're on a military base.
Before heading to boot camp, erase any photographs or videos which could be considered lewd or pornographic. Your cell phone may be inspected during the initial briefing, and you may be required to sign a policy agreement. Bruh.
No, why would anyone want to do the
I'm gonna be like, if I can't jerk off at any time, I'm not gonna go to the army. What the fuck?
Yeah, like right now, I could just jerk off in front of you guys, and it's like whatever.
And he wouldn't even know. And he wouldn't even know. You guys can't even tell.
Every time that we record, I'm just like off screen. I'm just see like right now. I'm jerking off right now, and you can't even notice. You don't even notice. Oh, one of my cousins was like, "Oh, you record a podcast? You make a podcast? I don't know if I should listen to it. Like, I'm your cousin. Should I listen to it? Do you think I should listen to it?"
Like Joseph?
No, it wasn't Joseph. Dude, I haven't heard from Joseph in like fucking 5 years. Not literally 5 years. Like I saw him one time when he tried to start selling lamps too. But I haven't heard from him in a while.
It's crazy.
I'm scared. Jose Juan? No.
My coworkers don't believe there's a podcast I'm on.
Oh.
I tell them, yeah, it's called Broke Till Friday, and they're like, what? And they don't believe it's real.
Your coworkers are just like, how are you on a podcast? You have a voice, you have a face fit for radio.
No. That's fucked up, Henry.
Hey, that's not me, that's your coworkers.
Exactly. I'm just quoting your coworkers, and I think your coworker said Hector Gay. I cannot verify this information, but I heard it.
Yeah, I just overheard your coworkers. Don't ask how.
Exactly.
I totally did not wiretap your place of employment.
Exactly.
Yeah, Andres' girlfriend says that he hates minorities. That's what I heard.
Well, I don't hear it, but you know. Dude, okay, but the sergeants dictate the cell phone use. It's crazy because it's like recruits. Okay. Standard Army basic training rules allowed for well-performing platoons to be rewarded with phone calls home on Sundays. So recruits have to stand in line at payphones and use a calling card or call collect. Isn't that crazy? And it's like, of course, now you can use personal cell phones, call friends and family, send text messages, and update social media status. But the cell phones are kept by the drill sergeant and returned to the recruits for a period each Sunday if the drill sergeant feels the platoon has earned the privilege. Recruits who don't have cell phones are still allowed to use the old payphones, but the time to make calls is still limited for them between 10 to 30 minutes. Fuck, that's so crazy.
Why would anyone join the army?
Honestly, imagine your mom just worrying, and then you're like, for 30 minutes one day, you're like, "Hi, Mom, doing good. Okay, I gotta go call someone else. Okay, bye." Okay, and it's like, that's not even an episode of WandaVision, dude. He's so bad.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, maybe the first few episodes, yeah, because they were like 20 minutes or so, but fuck. At least he's gonna come back and like, how long is basic training?
He's gonna have experience. That's essentially it. He's gonna have something to talk about.
It's 10 weeks.
To expect when he comes back.
10 weeks to basic training. So basically, let's see.
He joined. When did he join? Like end of January?
Yeah. No, beginning of February, I think.
No, he shipped up like January like 15th or something. Remember? It was like right after
Has it been that long?
Dude, I know. It's been like a month and a half.
Yeah.
That reminds me. Okay, so this is my conspiracy. This is my personal conspiracy theory. Let me get it out.
All right.
Like I'm going full.
Bring out the post.
Write down notes.
I'm good. How do you call it? Where is it? I sent it in the chat. Let me hold on. I'm sorry. I'm a boomer. I have to. Not the meme of Wall Street. The Real Housewives of SMC. Okay, here we go.
What?
Okay. So my conspiracy theory is that it's still 2020. We've never left March. It's always been March 2020. We just keep getting with so much weird shit in this 1 month that we think time keeps going forward, but in reality, we're still in March.
Stupid.
Retarded,
dude.
We've never left March. We've never left March.
It's gonna be 1 year anniversary next week. Sorry.
It's crazy.
Next week.
Or we went into lockdown like a week ago last year.
No. It was like March because I remember the metro closed in like March. So
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
I
like March
just finished
14th
the
or something.
marathon. I finished the marathon and I threw out my back,
Oh fuck.
and then that's it. Yeah, I threw out my back when I went to work out. Like I literally after.
oh.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
Did
in
it.
my notes, I just have I have as one bullet point. I have written awaiting trial in prison. I don't know what that's a reference to. It's been so long since I've wrote it.
Awaiting
And we're
trial
just
in
writing
prison.
down anything he thinks of. He writes it down.
O.J. Simpson. Bill Cosby.
Apparently, I wrote it down February 12th, like almost like half a month ago.
Let's look at the news. Charging capital
February
riots. Plans to keep private prisons
Is
open.
GMC stock going up? Ka-ching.
GMC.
Money
GMC.
machine go brrr.
GameStop. That's funny.
My wheat stock's also going up.
Yeah.
You keep your weed.
My I don't know what stock I have. Like I think the last 2 weeks I've come out net positive for my stocks. Like all my gimmick stocks have been going down, obviously, because they're gimmicks. But all my like actual stocks have been kind of like
Going up. Yeah.
going up.
Because if you're smart and you're not like, woo,
Yeah.
sir, this is a Wendy's parking lot. Like, why are you taking financial advice from me? I post to Reddit. It's like,
Yeah.
then maybe you'll make jail. Maybe you'll make jail.
Or this
Maybe
is
you'll,
something else.
maybe you'll make money. But yeah. Damn. So he's 10 weeks without stuff. I mean, to be fair though, after the 10 weeks, he'll be able to binge watch Falcon and Winter Soldier 2.
Yeah.
There's only 6 episodes of that. Though. I'm kind of sad. It's like,
Less and less.
damn, he should have gotten to the Air Force or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The Air Force, he just
Dude,
Oh
started-
shit! Even my you know what
Honestly,
stocks?
that.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know what stocks feel like gimmicks but actually aren't?
Which ones?
The cruise ones right now.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna start they're gonna start ramping up stuff again, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Because they're undervalued because of the coronavirus. So if you
Exactly.
buy into those right now, not financial advice. I'm just saying what I've done.
Mhm.
I've purchased quite a few stocks in that, and they've been going consistently up over the last few weeks.
Because after the bottom, there's honestly nowhere else to go but up. You know,
Mhm.
it's not like Amazon where they're like, ooh, what if they get regulated and then they boom or something? Because Amazon, how much is Amazon stock? Amazon stock is a lot.
Amazon has a market cap of like $1 trillion or something.
$30,000 us for one stock. Fuck.
Yeah, it
Oh,
has
it
$1 trillion market cap. So
it's actually
yeah,
gone down. February 2nd, it was 3,300. It went down. Huh.
once we start talking about like in the billions and trillions, I stop being able to
irrelevant.
understand it all that much
Yeah.
simply because I don't understand it because like I'll be checking it some days and it's like under and I'll never see it go up for like a month and a half and then it'll be worth more and I'm like, how?
Damn. If you had bought Amazon at the beginning of the pandemic, you would have doubled your money.
Yeah. The first day of the pandemic, once everything shut down, that was the time to buy into a bunch of stocks
March 13th.
because every stock was undervalued.
Everything just fucking crashed.
Everything crashed.
That's crazy.
So now I'm just waiting for the next pandemic because of climate change. It's going to get worse. So the next pandemic,
Now I
I'm
know what
looking
to
to
do
make
next
bank.
time it comes around.
Yeah,
Honestly.
exactly.
Jesus.
Vaccinations, y'all. When are y'all getting them? I'm getting mine on Sunday.
Dang.
What?
Oh, you're a food service worker, so you get yours ahead. I work from home, so I don't think they count jerking off all day as an actual job. So
Wait, unemployment?
In front of no
vaccine.
Vaccine? Oh, that's another bullet point on my list of talking points. Are you guys going to get the vaccine immediately as soon as you can, or are you going to wait?
That's what I'm doing. I
as you
have to
can.
get it.
there's
as
3
soon
of
as-
them that are
yeah.
safe. So
Good. Y'all are good people. Y'all are smart. I like that. Y'all
Dude, my
can live
coworker-
another day.
I have coworkers that are like, oh, that's not part of my religion, and I'm like, you better abolish it.
Yeah, you better change religion.
I guess death.
You better
well,
tear down the church you're going to.
you better say hi to your creator real soon. You know, like I hope you're right because you're gonna see him real soon. Fuck.
Yeah,
one
fuck.
of,
That's so
one of the dumbest arguments was, oh, it manipulates your DNA, and I'm like,
Dude,
no,
Bruh. Your food
It literally
manipulates the
says-
DNA
It
technically.
literally says there on the information. Oh, it absolutely does not.
Hey, do you see this? What is this? That's corn. Yeah, this corn has been genetically modified. Would you still eat it? I don't know. It's like, well, you know what genetic modification is? It's just natural selection. We just artificially selected stuff. That counts as genetic modification. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
You just
It's like,
fucking strangle.
dude, I fucking hate them. Fucking Karens.
Karens.
Fucking hell, dude.
You already know,
Yeah.
dude.
Because my dad is like, how do you call it?
Mini Karen.
He's like, I'm not gonna take the vaccine. I don't know how you
Say
feel
he's
about that,
not.
but I'm just not gonna take it. And it's like all these people treat it like if it's like a choice, and I'm just like,
It's not a choice. You gotta.
you gotta take it. It's not a choice. Like this isn't a debate over like, oh yes, we're all entitled. Like we can agree to disagree. No, fuck.
Well, one of the things they say that I can't answer to is there's no long-term tests yet or results. There's no long-term results,
Yeah.
right? But I'm like, well, these guys won't release something that is high risk, you know? They won't release it that's like, oh, it may not work like 60% of the time. No.
No, yeah, you're gonna.
99% effective. Like they
Yeah.
literally, the only reason people say, "Oh, but you don't know the long-term effects," is usually vaccines take a while because people have to beg for funding and stuff like that. But with this, everyone was like, "Okay, here's your funding. Take it. Do everything as soon as you can." And even when they did stuff as soon as they couldn't, it took almost a fucking year and a half to get something, get something even like decent. First, it was like 95% effective, then 99% effective, and now it's like, well, they're working on it. Obviously, it's not like they just, oh, we got it, that's it, we're done.
Yeah,
They're still
yeah.
gonna be
And we had to
doing
rely on Dolly Parton for funding. We had to rely on Dolly fucking Parton for
Exactly,
funding.
dude.
She almost entirely, not completely, but she's like the majority funder of like the Moderna vaccine, which is like 99.9% effective against all variants of the coronavirus except for the South African one. It's like, damn it! First you give us apartheid, and now you give us this. Like, what kind of bullshit?
Like literally, we
I
had to
can't
wait.
even-
Honestly, like for us, we had to wait until Trump like got out of office, and then everything
Yeah.
started going
Dude,
forward.
legit. Can you
Oh,
imagine?
Hector, you can get your vaccine right now.
Yeah, food.
That's
operator.
what I just said.
He says. Gonna get it next week.
Oh,
I mean, I'm getting it
that'd be
this Sunday.
Oh,
I'm
this-
yeah,
literally
this
getting
Sunday.
it
Yeah.
today.
Sunday in 2 days.
Yeah.
See, both me and Andres are both deaf. It's fine. It's fine.
I heard him
We're
say
both
next
retarded.
week. I heard him say next week. That's what I heard.
Both retarded. It's fine.
Yeah, I got that. All right.
I just like, I got that vaccine though.
Honestly, now Hector's gonna be walking around. I'm invincible. He starts like, this Black Widow can bite me. Yeah, and they're like, sure, that's not how that works.
He's like, fucking inject the cocaine.
Dude, imagine Spider-Man powers is the COVID vaccine plus a Black Widow.
Nah,
Guys,
it's the
if you just
Australian
let-
crab spider. Just the
Arachnid, no, not even Spider-Man. Arachnid.
Just let me squirt this in your mouth and you won't get COVID. It's basically a COVID vaccine. That's disgusting. Where is this stuff made? Don't worry about it. It's
Yeah,
a
like,
vaccine.
what?
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Why are you guys arresting me? I was just helping people.
I'm just helping people. Sir, put your dick away.
Honestly, dude.
Oh Jesus, I don't know about that.
And just jerking off in the
dude.
middle of Target. I don't need a mask. I got my fucking vaccine. And they're like, sir, you still can't do that. But I got the vaccine. I'm invincible.
Fucking. Oh, fuck.
People keep shooting bullets at him. He's like, think, 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 think.
I'm
I got the vaccine.
Dude, honestly, after that, I'm exempt for taking the vaccine because I'm allergic to it.
Allergic to it.
Piece of shit. Honestly, who thought of that? Oh, I went to the
Texas
doctor and they said I can't wear a mask for medical reasons. He,
Kill them. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Burn them at the stake. We gotta bring witch trials back. Except
Honestly.
not in the way that they were. We just gotta do it against people that are like stupid. No, I'm just kidding.
on Reddit,
Because then, like,
on a good thing though, I don't know if it's true. The FBI has deemed like white supremacists on par as terrorists, right?
Yeah.
They're
labeling them as
Finally.
terrorists officially, yeah.
they
Yeah,
didn't
look,
do
I
it after they
call
burned an entire city down, but now they are.
We could actually call like police and say, "There's a white supremacist outside my yawn," and then the SWAT team will come in.
Here's the thing: they probably wouldn't. You have to say terrorist. They wouldn't say it if you say white supremacist. Because don't forget, as that song from Rage Against the Machine said, the same people that burn crosses are the people that work forces.
No, actually, then
they're the same people.
We could actually say the word and not get in trouble for it because technically they're deemed as terrorists now.
Yeah. You just have to call them terrorists.
You won't be causing panic. You won't be causing panic.
Yeah, you won't. They're listed as terrorists.
But also, like, it takes a lot to get someone swatted because they have to say like, oh, you know, like they've got kids in the basement. I heard screaming and stuff. Like, it's not just like, hey, there's a terrorist in there. Can you swat them? It's not like that easy, you know?
Yeah.
You have to do like really, like, you got to say the most like fucked up stuff to get someone swatted.
Edward, I don't know about you, but like just like iDubbbz and who else? H3H3. Mm-hmm. When they do that little content cop thing, they did Keemstar, right? And then they did the Keemstar is very dangerous because he's
Keemstar. Fuck
he has a lot of followers that
listen to his dumbass.
Yeah.
Legit.
And this is stupid bullshit. Honestly, he's like a horrible human being. I'm just straight out.
He got H3H3 swatted, remember? Like he caught it.
He literally said, "Oh, someone swatted." And
it's just a fucking terrible person, like straight up.
Yeah, that kind of like those people like need to go.
Yeah, and it's so sad too because like they could have literally like left like they could have killed the dog. Like you don't know what could have happened, but they weren't home. Dude, luckily.
No. I don't think people understand the gravity of the situation. If that SWAT team were to murder someone in that house, they cannot be prosecuted. There would be no justice.
Exactly.
They could literally murder you and your family for no apparent reason. They will break into your house, murder you, murder your family, murder your dog, burn your house to the ground, cause millions of dollars of destruction, and you will get no recovery if you survive. That is the extent of power they have over you. Yeah, if they don't kill you, if you do survive, they could destroy your entire existence. Aside from killing
we heard that you were accused of this, and it's like you don't even need due diligence. You just see the headline, H3 accused of something because he got swatted. Yeah. But because he was so lucky that he wasn't home at the time, because they came in, like they broke down one of the doors and whatever, but like there's nothing there, obviously, you know. But they could see in the little ring, and they're like, "What's going on?" So they got in contact with the police and found out, you know, they got swatted. But dude, you know how old you have to be a SWAT operative or whatever they're called?
Please don't say 21. Please don't say 21.
At least 19 years old.
I wouldn't trust a 19-year-old to. I wouldn't trust myself to mow my own lawn. Like what?
How to become a SWAT team member? Be at least 19 years old. Jesus.
Please tell me at least 2 years college. They need at least 2 years college.
Well, because the training is really hard, so it also says it's almost impossible to get on some federal SWAT teams without prior military special operations experience. Some backwoods county SWAT team might just require
if they had proper training, they wouldn't be doing this stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I call bullshit. I've seen videos of SWAT people acting like teenagers, and I'm like, why are they acting like teenagers? Because they are teenagers.
It said if you're at some backwoods SWAT team, it doesn't matter because most of the time that happens, like it's like in bumfuck nowhere, Tennessee or like Oklahoma, and it's like a white guy shooting a black guy, and it's like that's it. But I'm pretty sure, I don't want to say I'm totally sure, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't happen in LA because I feel like they would have higher standards. But then again, it is LAPD. I mean, we've all seen the fucking.
I was gonna say
it's LAPD, so.
You're looking at the moment Tyra Abraham says Sacramento police went too far. A moment she and her neighbors told Fox 40 about exclusively the day after it happened. The moment she said she was tossed down in her 7-month pregnant belly in a raid of the wrong house. Now 4 days into the tenure of a new police chief, the body cam video Fox 40 asked for a month ago has been released.
The videos have been released. You've been able to see them. What was your reaction looking at them?
My first reaction was I was shocked a little bit. I was just irritated.
Shocked and irritated because Abraham doesn't understand why there's no straight-on view of her hitting the ground when she took down the badge numbers of at least 7 officers on scene. You can only see her on the ground as the image is reflected in the window of her apartment. On July 9th, officers say they were in fresh pursuit of a second suspect tied to a stolen car when they came to Abraham's home, a suspect who was a violent felon. They spotted Abraham's mother's boyfriend, who turned out to not be their man, but at the time, they thought he was. When he ignored their commands, they say Abraham tried to block them.
At that point, one of the officers actually grabbed the female by the arm, moved that female to the left. During that time, she fell to the ground.
I have a baby in my stomach. I'm not finna just fall or exaggerately fall.
As a pregnant woman, are the actions of the officers appropriate? Grabbing her and pulling her in an area you recognize had unstable footing?
So I'm not going to go into what I think. I think that's part of the ongoing administrative investigation that's going on. You know, this was an unfortunate incident that occurred during a very fluid situation.
I got a 1-year-old that lived here. Like, we wasn't doing nothing but minding our business that day. I knew they were going to try to justify this whole thing. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and that was wrong what they did all the way around.
I remember I've been arrested or detained 2 times, 3 times.
Being detained?
For reasons that aren't my fault. Like, I was completely doing nothing, literally walking down the street, and I've been detained. And I've seen these cops. They don't do shit. They're not trained. They're not intelligent. They're stupid people, honestly.
Remember the hit and run, Andres? You guys were all, yeah, both of you guys.
Yeah,
were.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
We were
So
there,
what?
Hector. Do you remember it? I was
I
there.
got detained in middle school.
The
Do you know
guy-
how fucking stupid a police officer has to be to detain a middle school student on a holiday walking down the street with a flip phone?
The officer was like, "What do you guys want me to do?"
It's like, do your fucking job,
We
man.
all looked at each other. We're like, "This guy is not gonna do shit."
Honestly, like, do your fucking
Like,
job,
honest-
man.
Oh, fuck, dude. Like, okay, like I feel like for a SWAT team, the requirement should be you have to be between, I don't know, at least 22, maybe 24.
Or first 2 years of college or something.
With
And
like a
no.
degree.
22
Yeah,
between
degree.
22 years old and let's say 36 with at least 2 years of college, you know, an what's it called, an AS in whatever training you need to you know, a community college degree at least minimum to have your mental capacity and your physical fitness fit for the job, like
Or
at
just be-
least.
Or just be knowledgeable, you know, just like, oh yeah, huh, there is a lot of racial profiling that we need to stop that, you know.
Yeah,
Even in UCLA, they us employees and then the bosses too, they gave us like 2 hours of training on racial profiling, and that's how it's done.
Do you know how long you have to train to be a plumber? Plumbers are required to have a license to work in most states and municipalities in the U.S., in addition to needing 2 to 5 years of experience. Depending on where the license is issued, you must also pass an exam. The police academy training lasts about 13 to 19 weeks, but can last up to 6 months. You need more experience to wield a wrench than you do to wield a gun.
yeah. I don't.
Like-
that's an issue.
You should be required to have a college degree because it means you went through at least the minimum basic fucking training of classes of relevant stuff, and you're not just like, well, I got a gun here and we're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and you know.
shot my
They
dick off.
didn't teach me about critical thinking.
Exactly, like
The only critical thinking I need is
it
what
doesn't
don't
even
you
have
see?
to be a liberal college. It just has to be a college where you
Yeah.
can think.
Yeah, just a college. Just a college where it requires you to have like at least, you know, mental capacity to pass. Because
Nah,
like
I'm-
if you
nah.
pass, because like you can pass without learning anything in college, right? But you have the mental capacity to pass. That should be the minimum bar.
To make it more safe, like there and right there and like in a fine line. Oh, any degrees earned at any religious colleges are voided.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah.
fuck, man.
And then that's when they all go like,
Oh, fuck, dude. I hate the police so much. Like
Fuck the police.
I've been detained like 2 or 3 times for shit that's not my fault for just walking down the street. Like, and this was when I had like a baby face and I was shaved. Like, I look white as fuck, but because I live in a Hispanic neighborhood, they automatically assumed I'm Hispanic, which I am, and they use that as reason to detain me. Like,
Legit.
it's not fun. It's not fun. And I have light fucking skin. Like,
dude, did I tell you about the time that I got pulled over and I had nothing? Do you remember that? Okay, so I had a crack in my windshield, right? And I get pulled over by a cop in Downey, and I'm like, he's like, hey, let me see your license, and it's expired. And I'm like, oh fuck, because I hadn't had a chance to renew it, right? Expired license. I didn't have the registration of the car. I had nothing with my name on it, like no insurance or anything with my name on it, because insurance is under my brother's name, so it says Alan, doesn't say my name. So nothing. He asked for 3 things. I had none of those, and he was just like, yeah, you're fine. And I was like, oh my god, like if I was a person of color right there, I go to jail immediately. They fucking arrest me. They're like, you have no proof of insurance. You have no proof. You expired driving with expired license. Like all this stuff, you know, everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. And I was literally like, Alan, send me the insurance before I get shot in the back, please. Blah, blah. And then he sent me the insurance.
Before I get 4 warning shots.
I showed him the insurance, and the cop was just like, oh, it's fine. And I was like, and I was like, thank God. But he was just like, yeah, here's a fix-it ticket. You know, just get it fixed, and then you don't even have to pay anything. I was like, okay, cool. And I paid like a $10 processing fee or whatever. But, you know, it's better than like a $300 ticket. And I was like, whoo. And that was it. But I was like, fuck. Like, can you imagine that? It's like, when I'm talking with my friends, what's up, fool? Oh, my God, that's crazy. When I talk to the cops, I'm sorry, officer. I didn't know I couldn't do that.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Your widest voice possible. I apologize,
what was
officer.
that,
I thought I was going to speed.
Yes, Officer Thompson, I do agree with that. I know it was a bit irresponsible, but I assure you it won't happen again.
Yes. I know my name sounds Hispanic, but I assure you, I am one.
What was your name?
One of you.
What was your name again, son? Andres. You're under arrest. Pop. Oh, fuck. What was your name again, son? Andres Sandoval.
Sir, put the gun away. It's my insurance. Put the gun away.
Here's my insurance. He's got a gun. Oh my god. But yeah, I was very lucky. Very lucky that I was born white.
Yeah.
Or white passing, whatever they say.
White passing.
No, good thing I went to a white high school. That's the only reason I have this white voice.
Yeah.
Because I talked with white people for 7 years. Hector, what happened to you? You talked to too many Mexicans in high school, man. You should have talked to more.
Too many Mexicans.
All the minorities.
Check them out.
He's playing basketball with all the fools, and I'm inside going, so Mario Kart.
Yeah, I was like, what up,
you're dunking on people, and you're just there.
You're being like, what up,
I do enjoy my culinary, using like a pinky knife. Yes, I do enjoy.
Yeah. Hector was always destined to be a chef. Mexican, making the tacos and stuff. Remember when I used to cook for in Boy Scouts? And I was like, I want to be the cook.
We all learned cooking.
Good times.
Hector was the only one who was like, no, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
Remember when David ate a whole plate of cheese? Oh, that was good times. Good times.
Dude, it took like an hour for the water to boil and shit.
Because we're like retarded and we were leaving at like 5. We're like, that's enough for it to boil, right? And it's like, no, just raise it up. Idiot.
No, we filled a pot like all the way up.
Yeah, to the brim. And we're like, we have 3 noodles. We're going to cook them the whole thing.
Yeah. And now we're all better chefs.
Now, boil water. What am I, a chemist?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
You make ramen with cold water.
Exactly.
Oh, you have leftover coffee? It's fine.
Yeah. Damn, the 2021 National Scout Jamboree has been postponed.
Yeah.
Dude, Boy Scouts are like, well, it's not Boy Scouts anymore, huh? It's the Scouts.
No,
yeah,
it says Boy Scouts of America. Oh, okay. It's called the National. Yeah, National Scout Jamboree. That's what it was. But damn,
that's pretty good.
Like, okay, so there's this YouTuber called Illuminati, and like they do how do you call it? Like a lot of like corporate casket, which is like where they like take a look at a history of a company and like controversies that it's had. They do the MLM Mondays things where it's like they do the same thing but for MLMs, which is like I find those particularly great. They did one on Boy Scouts of America, a corporate casket on that. That shit, oof. I'm so glad we had like a good Scoutmaster, because that shit can go wrong quick.
Honestly.
Like half of the controversies that they put in that video is
I know.
No.
It's like the board was like change it to Scouts America unisex, everyone's allowed, and then all the pedophiles, but we only want small little boys. Yeah, but if you guys don't, lawsuit, bankruptcy, everything.
Exactly.
Oh shit. Okay.
Dude, so I was literally going to say right now, do you guys think we could have gone to the 2017 one? Because we probably could have gone to the 2017 one because, you know, we would have been in like Venture Crew, right? 2017 Jamboree. And it's funny, I'm like, the presidential visit, I was like, oh, wait, Trump was president.
Trump was president.
So it says, on July 24th, President Donald Trump visited the National Jamboree, making him the 8th sitting president to do so. During his speech, though he did address the Boy Scouts, Trump also boasted about his 2016 electoral victory. Most of the kids couldn't even vote then, so it's like, what the fuck? Criticized former U.S. President Barack Obama, former opponent Hillary Clinton, and the media. And he related an anecdote about a real estate developer, a yacht, and a cocktail party. Every other president to speak at the Scout Jamboree in its 80 years of existence addressed purely nonpartisan themes, such as citizenship, public service, and civic engagement. I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised.
Honestly,
Holy shit.
Dude, this is the person who recommended people go into real estate and started a real estate company right before the crash.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how people could think that he was in any way smart. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't.
Damn. Was Obama there? I don't remember. In 2013?
I don't think it was there on ours. Or if he did, I didn't realize.
Yeah, I want to go. Wait, what was the one that was for Japan, right? There's one that
that's the World Jamboree.
That was like 2017.
That's the one we wanted to go.
Yeah, that's the one that I wanted to go.
It was in 2015.
McCormick was like, McCormick was like made it a lot of work. Like, oh, you still need to be part of the Venture Scouts, and then you can't even go if you want to.
Oh, it was in Japan. Fuck, 2015. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one I really wanted to go.
Yeah,
but then,
that's the one I wanted to go to.
Like, he got really mad when we're like, oh, we're just gonna ask Mr. Farber if we could go with him, and then he got like, no, you can't.
We should have, honestly. What the fuck?
Well, we're 21 now, so then.
Yeah, now we can just go drink booze and fucking do whatever we want over there.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say we could have probably done that there too, but no, I'm kidding. But no, we should have done that though. Honestly, I mean,
yeah. Honestly.
Were they gonna go? Do you know?
What happened?
Was Farber even gonna go?
Yeah, Farber was gonna go.
Really?
I think they canceled it last minute though. I don't think they got enough people to sign up to go. And
yeah, right. Yeah. We're like, we had all the green lights. Like, oh, they needed us, so they could go too. Yeah. And then Farber was like, I had no problem. And then he looked at McCormick, and McCormick was like, and then,
honestly, fuck.
Like, yeah, they were like 4 or 5 people short, I think. And so, like, if all of us went, we would have
all of us, dude. And like, we got Kevin.
Yeah, running.
Kevin was down. Kevin was like, "Yeah, you guys get the yes, I'll go."
Legit.
Fuck, man.
I was down. You were down. Andres was down. Kevin was down. Walter was down. Walter was hella down. Michael would have been fucking hella down.
Yeah.
Michael would have been like, "What's the age of consent in Japan again?"
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, now as soon as Corona's over, we'll all take a trip to Japan. We'll go over there and we'll drink booze. And
if they allow us,
dude, you know you could just eat ramen 3 meals a day and they don't even care. You do that here and you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
My coworkers told me that you get hungry there because all the portions are smaller.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I mean, because remember, America is known for its fucking portions, so you're like, you know.
Although to be fair, I probably won't get hungry there because I eat once a day.
All right, Edward. We'll see. Once you eat once a day and you eat your little rice bowl, and you're like, oh, what can
like, I'll eat twice
more food.
I'll start eating twice a day. That's
Edward's gonna be like, I don't look very hungry, but those candied panty machines, I think I'm gonna get a snack.
Just a small snack. Just
exactly.
It's like slobbering all over them.
Like Japan's like LA, but cleaner.
I don't know. And xenophobic. Remember that. They fucking hate
fucking hella xenophobic.
They hate everyone who's not Japanese. Koreans fucking hate them. Chinese fucking hate them.
They like tourists. They don't like
I don't know about that, man.
No, okay. Look, they might like tourists, but they don't like them moving into Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
See that?
yeah.
That's what I was gonna get to.
So basically, we
Yes.
just visit for 2 weeks and then we just fuck off.
Yeah.
My,
Actually,
my
even
chef
2 weeks, they might not
worked
like it. Like they want you to like come visit really quickly and then leave.
and then leave.
But can you see
Yeah.
everything in 2 weeks? I don't think so. We'll make it a month.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna smell like fish when I get back.
Again, I don't know if 2 weeks is too much or too little, or like I don't know when is the barrier for when they start like.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is
I'm pretty sure.
a
Like,
definite-
let's say if we were staying in like hotels and stuff, we would just. And they're not gonna care because we're not gonna be staying with like a family, you know. Like if
Yeah.
we're staying with like a family or something, a host family, they'd probably get tired of us after like a week or so, you know. It's like
when did they get tired of
American-
Alan's?
Huh?
When did they get
Well,
tired of
'cause
Alan?
Alan stayed for like 2 weeks, but that was different because the host family was like, they signed up for it. You know, it's not just like random people. But if we're going for like an Airbnb or something, you know, they're gonna be like, get the fuck out of my place. So yeah.
I mean, I could technically go and teach. I could teach
what?
cooking. Cooking.
He's like, this is how you make carne asada, pendejos.
Yeah.
They're like, what? I don't understand. I thought we were learning seafood here today, Chef San. And you're like, shh, I'm not Chef San, bro. Just call me Ese. What's up, fool? We make fucking tacos de lengua. Look at that shit. First one today, guys.
No one speaks English.
I'm going to be cleaner.
That'd be even funnier where you're like, what's up, fools? And they're like, in Japanese, they're like, what is he saying? Does he not know he's supposed to be speaking Japanese? I don't, what's going on? And you're like, so here's
Where are the subtitles?
We're gonna make some fucking ramen today. You guys are gonna fucking learn. They're like, I heard ramen. I don't know what he's doing. You get out a fucking Nissin little cup of noodles. So here's what we do. We open this shit up, toss it in there. You crack an egg if you want to be fancy. Boom, fucking boil the water, fool.
A whole bottle of
Tapatio.
what's that called? Tapatio.
Remember to use your fucking tapatio, fool. And they're like, what
Sriracha.
is he doing? I don't understand. Was this supposed to be in English? I don't understand.
No, but
Hector's like,
get
any
paid for that.
questions? And everyone's just like, and you're like, I'm a great fucking teacher. No questions on the first day. Yeah.
Everyone gets an A.
Exactly.
you get paid for that. One of my servers, she went there because she was like she didn't even have a degree yet. She was just a major degree, and since UCLA is a big deal,
They just saw
signed up
UCLA and they were like,
yeah, she didn't speak Japanese. She just went there because they just want someone to teach English.
that's
Or like,
imagine.
How do you teach
Just say,
English
like,
to Japanese to
you
where you
walk
don't
in-
understand Japanese?
The 2 words
Water
when you-
bottle. Water bottle.
the 2 words you need to know when you're speaking, like you let them do the worksheets and then they hand it to you and you're like, that's wrong, right? Wrong, right? Yeah, you're right.
Wrong. Good. Right. A, B, C, D.
LMNOP.
Is
then I
LMNO
don't-
one
I'm-
word?
I'm gonna start learning. I'm learning sign language, so that helps too.
A, what does this mean?
Universal sign.
Okay.
Oh fuck! Dr. Seuss got canceled.
Again? Because he
Actually, no, he didn't get. See, I fucking gotcha. He didn't get canceled. The publication company decided to take off those books because they were like, oh, we don't agree. Like he didn't agree with this towards the end of his life, and we don't agree with it now. And like the publication company on their own was like, we gotta, take these off. And then all the right wingers were like, but my child books.
I mean, I understand that he was a terrible person,
I don't know the
but
story.
it's like
What-
they're kids'
What's the
books.
story, Edward?
They're kids' books.
What's the story, Edward? I don't understand. What's going on?
Dr.
so-
Seuss.
So Dr. Seuss at the start of his career wrote a bunch of like really racist books, basically really racist children's books. He later he later like changed his views. From what I understand, he changed his views. And Horton Hears a Who in particular is like an apology book for that sort of stuff because he did change his mind later on and he was like, oh fuck, that's kind of shitty. And now his publication company is like removing those books from circulation. They're like, we don't want to publicize these books anymore. We don't agree with them. We should have taken these out a long time ago. And all the right wingers were like, see, they're canceling Doctor Who. I mean, they're canceling Dr. Seuss.
Oh, I see it. Black people.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're really racist. I'm not gonna edit in pictures of them because I just know.
Just search "If I Ran the Zoo" by Dr. Seuss. We'll wait.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna search.
Okay, now that you searched it, yeah, they were really racist, and so right wingers got really mad about removing those books, and they're like, oh, they're canceling Dr. Seuss now. How are you gonna cancel Dr. Seuss? And it's like, well,
Yeah.
we're not. First off, no one's canceling him. You know, the publication company decided to remove these books from circulation and from
And
like.
you guys could still buy them and have them in your racist bookshelf, but no one
Yeah.
else.
Couldn't they just change the pictures? I mean, because I'm pretty sure the is the storyline
print-
itself racist? Because I saw the images. The images are pretty
think
bad.
so.
But I
Yeah,
feel like
the
they could just
storyline
change that.
itself.
Really?
Yeah, from what I understand, the books themselves are racist. They didn't just contain racist iconography; they were actually racist.
If I ran the
And-
zoo, it's still available on Kindle. Oh, it's free with Kindle Unlimited. I'm gonna read it for free. Oh shit! Oh shit! Sorry, continue.
Yeah, from what I understand, the books themselves. I don't know if that's true. From what I understand, I don't want to read the book. To be honest, I don't want to read that. I don't want to own that. But from what I understand, the books themselves were racist. The publication company, Dr. Seuss's estate, was like, let's just remove this. Like he doesn't agree with what he was at the end of his career. Like he didn't agree with it anymore. From what I understand,
The book came
I
out
don't know
in
if that's completely
1950.
true.
1950. So that's definitely.
Yeah. So like from what I understand, at like towards the end of his life, he was like, this is objectively wrong. Like this is just bad. I don't agree with this anymore. And so now Dr. Seuss's estate is like, you know what? We should have probably taken these out a long time ago. So we're gonna do this now, you know, rather than keep postponing it. And then a bunch of like racist people were like, books I didn't know existed are going away. How dare they?
Honestly,
Damn. In the summer of
Find the-
1936, he was on a ship from Europe to New York when he started scribbling silly rhymes on the ship's stationery to entertain himself during a storm. That's crazy. 1937, his first book, And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street by Dr. Seuss. That was his very first book. Holy shit. Oh, okay. So I found the specifics without reading it because it's in the. I'm reading the New York Times. I'm an adult. So it said, a crude racial stereotype of an Asian man with slanted lines for eyes on Mulberry Street. Let's see what else. Oh, I don't see the other ones. Well, let's see. Okay, the 6 books will no longer be able to publish over offensive images. Let me see. Okay, so it was first, and I think I saw it on Mulberry Street. A Chinaman. Oh my goodness. Literally. Oh, so editions published from the 1970s changed reference from a Chinaman to a Chinese man. Damn.
I mean, that's still kind of.
No, that's bad, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, that's still bad, but I mean, it's still bad.
Yeah. So if I ran the zoo, 2 characters from the African island of
Tonight,
Yurka.
I was blaming cancel culture.
What? Cancel culture?
Cancel.
Exactly.
Okay. So I have a bone to pick with people who are like fuck cancel culture. I have a bone to pick, but we'll talk about that after.
I mean, honestly, though, they almost tried to cancel Jeremy Renner. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, well, good. Honestly. Let me see. What are the
Cancel.
other books? I want to see.
all right, go for it, Edward.
Okay.
Sorry,
So recently, it's been all the rage to be like, oh, fucking cancel culture, right? But what people don't understand is that cancel culture has been around and usually weaponized by like right-wing politics for like 90% of its existence. It's like what do they think it was when you weren't allowed to show a black person on in the movie theater? Like, what did they think would happen to the person that would attempt to do that? They would get canceled and probably jailed. Like, cancel culture has been such a right-wing, like, racist thing. And the only reason now people are hating on it is because the left has decided to weaponize it rather than just the right. And only now that the left has been using it against the right has it been such a big issue. Because before it was always used. It was just used in a different way. And only now that it's
It was used to silence, like, we used to silence people who oppose, like,
yeah.
oh, okay, cancel culture.
Yeah, cancel culture.
Yeah,
Like-
no, that they use it to silence people. So then, yeah, it's to silence people, but we're using it to, like, Re- make things equal, make things like actually like, hey, we need you to shut up because you're bringing more chaos.
Yeah, and
right?
even
Not
now,
the other way. The other way was like, you need to shut up because you're not, because we're racist.
Yeah, or because you're black.
Yeah. That's,
like right now, you know what's one thing that never gets called cancel culture? When a gay person gets fired for being gay. That happens all the time, almost every single day, and that never gets called cancel culture. But that person is literally being canceled for something they cannot control. And people want to...
No, not that. It's just being different.
Yeah, it starts that...
That's discrimination. That's just discrimination.
It's discrimination, but it's not protected by law. And so that person is, by the letter of what cancel culture, is getting canceled. Simply
it's pretty hard. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to prove that. Oh, they fired me because I'm gay. Like it's pretty difficult, like to prove that.
But because it's not illegal, they can directly tell you that, and they do directly tell some of the people. Oh, you're gay. Like they'll post their like wedding photos, like they'll get married to the person they like, and it'll be a gay wedding, and they'll get fired the next day.
Okay, yeah, that like evidence like that will prove that. Like, oh, he immediately fired me because he found out I was gay. That's But like if you just didn't get hired.
No, I'm not talking about that. There's like many instances almost every single day where people get fired and with evidence that they were fired for being gay.
Okay, do for discrimination. Okay, yeah. I understand. I got
that's
you.
not protected under the law. So that's a legal form of discrimination. Your sexuality isn't protected under the law. So if you're trans, if you're gay, you could get fired for being that. And no one ever calls that cancel culture. And it is cancel culture, but just in a wrong way and in the way that it's been used for the majority of history. Only now that it's like, oh, this person, compared right silencing to, like with the whole shit with Gina, where it's like, oh, she got canceled because of that. It's like, well, you're getting angry about this, but you're not getting angry over like cancel culture. That's objectively more horrific. It's like, it's literally disingenuous, and at the very least hypocritical. Like, you're being a hypocrite over that. It's like, it's been pissing me off lately because it's like, dude.
Well,
so I read.
Go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say. I read the book, the zoo one, and it wasn't. The storyline wasn't racist. It was just the depictions of those, the exaggerated characteristics. Because the line he says in, I'll read the passage. Don't throw up the image, but so it says, "I'll hunt in the mountains of Zamba Matant with helpers who all wear their." I read this too fast, probably, because from what I was reading, right, it says. So a capture a fine fluffy bird called the bustard who only eats custard with sauce made of mustard. Also a very fine beast called the flustered who only eats mustard with sauce made of custard, right? So I read that part because I was like reading through everything and I'm like, oh, I'm dumb. Because it literally says, the second line, it says, I'll hunt in the mountains of Zamba Matant with helpers who all wear their eyes at a slant. So, yeah,
dude.
I was wrong. Immediately.
That makes me kind of, that's making me uncomfortable. No, no.
North Dakota, no, that one's fine. I'm trying to see what the other one was.
You feel uncomfortable? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. You should feel uncomfortable hearing that, or else.
Yeah. Like, the African one wasn't that bad though, because the image is bad, but the lines are actually fine because it says, I'll go to the African island of Yurka and bring back a tizzle top tuft mazurka, which is like the animal, right? A kind of canary with quite a tall throat. His neck is so long if he swallows an oat. For breakfast, the first day of April, they say, it has to go down such a very long way that it gets to his stomach the 15th of May. And that's it. Like the image is bad on that, but the word...
I guess that line is racist only in the retrospect where it's because it's being juxtaposed against that image. So I guess if they replace it with the animal, but I mean,
those two it's right? the two things holding the animal. So if it was just the animal, it'd probably be okay. But yeah, once I read where he said slant, I was like, okay, no, that's
automatic disconnect, automatic
disqualified. And then I guess the Russian one also, because the it's just a Russian guy, exaggerated features, but it just says, and speaking of birds, there's a Russian Paluski whose head ski is red ski and belly is blue ski. I'll get one of them for my Zewski Magruski.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that
making
one.
fun of the language because they're like saying ski. But yeah, other than that, I mean, honestly, you don't really need those first two lines of that one, the offensive one, because you can literally start. I'll hunt in the mountains and capture a fluffy bird called the bustard, and then mustard, flustered, whatever, right? Just with helpers. Oh no, yeah, that one was bad. All right, I'm gonna read through all 6 of these books. But if I ran the zoo. Scrambled egg super. Ooh, this is the next one. Oh, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. This is the very first one. Damn. But okay, you guys can continue. Sorry. Hector, you're gonna.
I don't know. I love
I want to pick. It's like, look, now that cancel culture is kind of being used to make people be better or do better. It's like now everyone's in a little tiff. But for the majority of history, when it was used to like silence people, to like repress people, people are fine with it. And even there's examples in the modern day of that. And the gay thing is just like one thing of many, where it's like,
they're the majority. A lot of them were like, oh yeah, if everyone's doing it, we're the right ones doing it. But nowadays we are becoming the minorities, becoming the majority, and it's good because we're like, hey, you guys are bad people. Yeah, we're not telling you to go away or anything. We're telling you need to stop and then fix yourselves, or else you need to go.
I don't see anything wrong with the Mulberry Street one. I think they might.
We read it again. You were wrong the first time.
Honestly, no. I read this one and I'm like, I don't, because it's just so he sees a donkey with a wagon. So he says, I saw a horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street, and he starts making up stuff, right? He's like, I'm not going to tell him it was just a broken down wagon. I'll say it was a zebra. No one can beat the story. A zebra. No, it was a marvelous beast. Chariot. Yeah, there's nothing. A zebra is too small. A reindeer. He saw a reindeer on Mulberry Street. Hold on. No, a reindeer hates the way. He pulls a fancy sled. Like, okay, he's pulling a sled. And then I think I was gonna say the thing I think is what was the problem was where he says, I'll pick one with plenty of power and size, a blue one with plenty of fun in his eyes, which is he's describing an elephant, right? And then just to give him a little more tone, have a Raja with rubies perched high on his throne, and it's like a sultan, basically. So I'm assuming that's what they think is the problematic part. But I mean, he's not saying anything bad about it. He's just describing it. He's saying have a Raja with rubies perched high on his throne, and an elephant pulling a thing that's tight, a brass band. Man sits and listens. The wagon weighs a ton. Like I'm looking, and then it's like the police do a trick. They'll crash now.
Watching
blah,
that
blah.
beautiful book.
The mayor is there and the alderman too. The mayor is there. He thinks is grand. No one can beat what I saw on Mulberry Street. Dumps out confetti. It's like he's imagining stuff, right?
Maybe we're just not noticing it.
I found it.
Oh.
So it says, and that makes a story that's not really bad, but it still could be better. Suppose that I add a big magician doing tricks, a Chinaman who eats with sticks. There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's the one.
It's that's a bit on like the first one with the elephant was like, that's a bit on the edge, but then that one was like, oh man.
Well, I feel like that one's not really on the edge because he's just describing that because he's saying a Raja, which is like a position of power. Like he said, mayor, alderman. He's getting like higher and higher with that kind of thing. But I then once this Chinaman, it's like, well. But they said that they changed it in the 1970s to say a Chinese man who eats with sticks. But of course, the image is still like the little little slant eyes and stuff. But yeah, well, makes sense.
Yeah,
I feel like I didn't see it because I didn't scroll down the pictures. I was going like side to side, and so I didn't see the like this image was a little big on the PDF. You get me?
I'm not racist. I missed it.
Folks, I'm 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2. Dr. Seuss is racist. All right, let's go to his third racist story. Scrambled eggs super, apparently. We'll see what's bad with that. Okay, you guys can continue while I'm wrong for a third time.
Stop.
Stop while you're behind.
I'll find this one for sure. Watch. Okay, so you were saying, Hector?
No,
That was it. I'm canceled.
Nah, Edward just concluded about cancel culture, and I was like, yeah.
Oh. What do you think, Andres?
I mean, there are some where it's like it's actual mistakes, like James Gunn and stuff like that, where at the beginning he was like a comedian testing out stuff. It wasn't him saying stuff like I mean this 100%, which is also the same thing with Ralph Dibny, but Plastic Man got canceled and that sucked. I was like, wow, that sucks, because like, yeah, they can replace him with anyone because he can change his face, but it's like he got fired for a bunch of comments he made like, what was it, fucking 7 or 8 years ago, basically, which he had since deleted, but they were like, ooh, but it's like, it's dumb, he's being judged. He's being judged on quotes and stuff, which is very clearly not true. It's not like him saying, I actually want to kill women or so, something dumb, It's like a joke where he's like, oh, haha. Like, it's like a street joke basically that he made. But that was like 8 years ago. And obviously he doesn't think that anymore. I mean, all of everyone was like, he's a good person. We know this, blah, blah, blah. So, but it sucks. What am I missing here? I'm trying to find.
Yeah, in that situation, it is bad. But I'm like, I don't know. This reaction to cancel culture that the left is using I feel is disproportionate, especially considering, many more lives have been ruined by right-wing cancel culture.
So guess what? Guess what word Dr. Seuss chose to use to rhyme with this line, right? So he says, I mushed through the brush till I found a fine quigger.
Oh,
no,
God.
no,
whose eggs are as big as a pinhead, no bigger.
No.
See, that's all he said. He didn't say anything else. Ah! Okay, I haven't finished the book yet, but I literally saw Hector and Edward's eyes just go. Squong. A little bit wrong. Blah, blah. Oh, I guess because the Eskimos. That's probably why.
I wonder when is the first time I heard that word.
Bigger?
Middle.
Probably.
So the bad word. I think because a bunch of the people from like the people in the streets use it. That's where I think I was like probably outside my house playing, and then like teenagers. I hear fucking middle schoolers say it.
Honestly, dude, every 12-year-old used to know that word on Xbox, and now all the 12-year-olds on Fortnite know it. So, like, they literally they pride themselves in saying that, and it's like the whitest kids. It's like Ethan, what are you saying over there? It's like nothing, Mom. I'm trying to play Fortnite, Mom. I'm fucking cracked, Mom. I'm cracked. I'm not a sweaty. I'm not a tryhard. I'm fucking cracked, and it's like, For us old people, so Fortnite, basically, when you say someone's cracked, it's because they're good, right? But it's like, it's a really cringe term that little kids came up with. They're like, oh, I'm cracked, like, oh, they're amazing.
Every cringe.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, tryhards, of course, is the same, where you're like, oh, they call tryhards sweaties, because like your hands start to sweat when you're like trying hard, and you're like, you're like, oh, I'm hitting all the buttons on the keyboard, and I'm like really good. Oh, he's a sweaty, right? If someone's better than them, they're a sweaty. If someone's worse than them, they're a bot. There's no in between. And them, they're just cracked. Like that's all it is. But they don't realize they're the sweats.
Wait, what's cracked? Well, you're just doing good?
Yeah, like you're really good, right? Like they only use cracked to describe themselves or their friends. If someone outplays them,
cringy word was godly.
Exactly. Like if someone outplays them, they're a sweaty. If someone is worse than them, they're a bot.
Wait, how are they a bot if they're worse? Wouldn't that be if they're better because it's a machine?
No, because a bot would be like, oh, they're just doing everything automatically. They're not really like
AI.
Yeah, exactly. You're basically AI, exactly. Like you're a bad AI, you're a bot, is what they say, right? And it's like you're a sweaty if you're super good, but it's stupid because it's like you don't realize you're a sweat talking bad about other sweats, but it's like, if you're just good, then you'll get good. And they're like, oh man, I can't believe I lost to that sweat.
For being a normal player.
Exactly. Like, you're the only normal player. Okay, buddy.
Ruined the game.
Exactly. So, okay, I found the problematic thing, and it was just the Eskimos. So you can't sue me. I'm 1 for 3, and that's Broke Till Friday. Broke Till Friday podcast at gmail.com. Broke Till Friday podcast Instagram and whatever else. Hector's social security is 0.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.